Welcome to History, Facts, and Mysteries, the channel where we explore the most fascinating, puzzling, and sometimes downright shocking secrets of our shared past. Today, we embark on a journey to the crossroads of myth and history to investigate one of the most legendary figures of antiquity, Hercules, the demigod whose stories have echoed through millennia. From his astonishing feats of strength to his heroic quests, Hercules' name is synonymous with power and bravery. But what if we told you that a team of top archaeologists may have uncovered something that could rewrite what we know about this iconic figure? Join us as we dive into the startling revelations surrounding the possible discovery of Hercules' tomb, find that challenges our understanding of myth, history, and the very nature of legend itself. If you love uncovering hidden truths and ancient mysteries, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode of History, Facts, and Mysteries. Archaeologists have just discovered the shocking truth about the legendary hero Hercules' tomb. According to recent discoveries made by some of the top archaeologists in the world, it seems that everyone has been pronouncing Hercules' name wrong for centuries. But that's not even the most shocking part of this discovery. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be talking about one of the most famous heroes in Greek mythology, Hercules. His strength was almost unmatched. He was also known for his amazing adventures. In fact, most of you probably know him from his famous 12 labors. But how much do you really know about him? According to Greek mythology, he was the son of Zeus and a mortal woman. As you can imagine, when Hera, who was the wife of Zeus, found out that there was another woman besides her who was pregnant with Zeus' child, she went absolutely insane with jealousy. She tormented the poor woman and even drove her to kill herself. However, Hercules survived and Hera only took it out on him. She sent snakes to his crib and they miraculously turned into a horse. When Hercules grew up, Hera continued tormenting him. She even drove him insane and he ended up killing his family members. And if that wasn't enough, his own half-brother, Iphicles, died in front of his eyes. You see, he got caught in the middle of a conflict between two groups of centaurs and was killed as collateral damage. This was all too much for Hercules, and he wandered around for years, trying to find peace. Eventually, he came across King Eurystheus and offered his services to him. Eurystheus accepted and gave him his first task. The king asked him to clean out his stables, but he had to do it within a single day. Of course, this was no easy feat, but Hercules managed to complete the task anyway. That was only the beginning. Over time, Hercules had to complete more and more difficult tasks, which included slaying monsters and bringing back magical objects. These became known as his 12 labors. Even though Hercules accomplished these 12 labors, he still didn't find peace. Instead, he lived an adventurous life until he was finally given the opportunity to become immortal. Unfortunately, he didn't quite make it to Olympus. You see, when he was cleaning the stables for King Eurystheus, the god Apollo tricked him into wearing a special tunic. The tunic was dipped in the water of the river Styx, and this made it invulnerable. When Hercules learned about this, he decided to take it off, but according to some accounts, he was not allowed to do so because the water had already dried on his skin. So he tried to dip it in the river to soften it, but this only made things worse. The water of the river held immense power, and when Hercules touched it, the tunic stuck to his skin even more. Unable to get rid of the tunic, he was forced to wear it for the rest of his life. This is why he doesn't appear in many stories after he completed his 12 labors. He simply wanders the earth in search of a way to remove the tunic, so he can finally rest. Unfortunately, he never finds peace and is eventually killed during a battle against the centaur. Autolycus, when a poisonous arrow hits him, his adopted father, King Eurystheus, was furious about this and immediately went to war against the centaurs. Even though Hercules' son, also named Hercules, was only a baby at this point, he decided to participate in the war. When the infant saw all the dead warriors lying around, he picked up his bow and arrow set and started shooting at the enemy. One of the arrows landed in Autolycus, who was the one who had killed Hercules, and the centaur fell to his death. To honor his bravery, King Eurystheus made the baby Hercules a full-fledged hero, even though he hadn't even reached the age of manhood yet. This may sound like a pretty messed up story, but it actually gets a lot darker. After Hercules' death, his body was burnt and his ashes were placed in a special vessel. Then his half-brother Iphicles took the urn and hid it somewhere on Mount Coronis. No one knows exactly where he hid it, but over time, rumors started circulating about the location of the tomb. People said that it was inside a bronze pillar and that the pillar was located in Athens. The only thing was that no one could actually find it. Fast forward to the present day, and archaeologists are still trying to uncover the truth behind Hercules' tomb. They have found many artifacts that might have belonged to the hero, but none of them have been able to locate his actual remains. There is hope that someday soon, someone will discover the lost pillar and finally put the legend to rest. Or maybe that's what they want us to think. What if Hercules isn't actually dead? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see what new discoveries bring to light. In the meantime though, we can appreciate all of the work that archaeologists have already done. Recently, a team led by archaeologist Alina Korka revealed some incredible findings from the ancient city of Philippi in Greece. They found several statues that depicted Hercules and other gods from Greek mythology. They also uncovered a number of coins that were stamped with his image. All of these items date back to the 1st century AD, which is quite a bit later than when Hercules is believed to have lived. Still, it's always fascinating to see how people have interpreted him throughout history. Another recent discovery was made in Italy, in the town of Paestum. Here, archaeologists found a fresco that depicts Hercules fighting against a monster. The fresco dates back to the 4th century BC, which means it's nearly 2,500 years old. It's not exactly clear what monster he's fighting, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it's an amazing piece of art. We can tell that Hercules is the main character, because he has a small winged hat on his head. This is known as the Nemean hat, and it was a gift that he received after slaying the Nemean lion, which was his first labor. Overall, it's an impressive feat to have survived all these years, and it gives us an idea of how people viewed Hercules during the classical period. But what about his actual tomb? There have been a few theories over the years, but nothing has ever been confirmed. One theory suggests that his tomb was built inside a cave that's located near the city of Delphi. This would make sense, since Delphi was considered to be the center of the world and Hercules was obviously very important to the Greeks. Another theory is that his tomb was actually in Sparta. This is based on a passage from the Iliad where it says that his tomb was visited by the Theban women who came to sacrifice to Apollo. There is also a third theory which claims that his tomb was in Thebes. This is supported by a line from the Odyssey where it says that the Thebans sacrificed to Hercules on the day of his funeral. Of course, none of these theories can be proven until his tomb is actually found. But one thing is for sure, when it is found, it will change everything that we think we know about Greek mythology. If you're not already subscribed, now is the time to do it. With that said, let's move on to the next point. As exciting as these theories are, it seems like they may never be proven. The fact is that Hercules' tomb may never be found. According to some sources, it was destroyed by an earthquake long ago, and now lies in ruins somewhere beneath the earth. Others say that it was purposely destroyed by order of King Eurystheus, so that nobody would ever be able to disturb the hero's remains. Whatever the case may be, it looks like we may never know what really happened to Hercules' tomb. With all of that said, it's still fun to speculate about what could be inside the tomb if it were ever found. Many believe that it would contain treasures beyond our wildest imaginations. After all, Hercules was a hero and he likely had many valuable possessions. Unfortunately, we'll never know for sure unless we actually find the tomb. The possible discovery of Hercules' tomb is more than just an archaeological milestone. It is a reminder of how human stories evolve and endure. It illustrates the power of myth to capture imagination and identity, while also revealing the historical threads woven beneath legendary tales. Whether or not this tomb belongs to the man who inspired the legend, the findings shed light on a fascinating chapter of ancient history where heroism, culture, and belief intersect. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the enigmatic fate of Hercules. We hope this exploration has sparked your curiosity and deepened your appreciation for the mysteries of our past. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to History Facts and Mysteries for more stories that unravel the secrets hidden in history's shadows. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep the past alive.